So you're new to final expense insurance sales and you're ready to make six figures. Did you know that the vast majority of insurance agents, sometimes as high as 9 out of 10, quit in the first year? It's not about motivation, my friends. Money is something where you got to know about these hidden traps that your agency probably isn't even sharing with you. I'm going to pull back the curtain. I'm going to give you the entire set of lies about leads, about your sales process, even time management that causes almost every single agent to fail because I want you to find success. So, this is a survival guide you're going to need. Grab your pen and paper. We're going to just get after it today because I want you to be a success story, not a 90% of the agent force failing statistic. All right. So, if you're ready, line number one is the lead lie. This is what bankrupts so many insurance agents that partner with the wrong work family. You were promised an endless supply of just life-changing leads, right? High quality leads, but you're realizing you're burning cash on recycled, low intent prospects or shared lead. This is one of the number one reasons insurance agents go broke. They run out of money for leads. They didn't find out right away who they were even trying to talk to. It's because everybody else was working that lead. You found out little too late that your lead is about as exclusive as a city park. All right. This is not going to put you in a place where you can really get after it. It's going to put you in a place of stress. And leads are great opportunities to have amazing conversations, but you don't want to lead where a lot of other agents have already touched it. This is not a village bicycle here. You don't want one plate of food and everybody's eating on it. You would go, no, 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 I want my own plate. The solution is demand transparency from your agency, especially when you first start off. Ask, are these leads fresh and exclusive? Are they mine and mine alone? A good insurance agency is not going to dodge this. You need brand new leads. Brand new leads. If you're a part time insurance agent, you still want brand new leads, exclusive leads, yours and yours alone, no different than a marriage. You want your spouse to be yours and yours alone. This is so important. You really got to know, am I really touching data? Am I touching a shared lead that you're charging me for? What is the cost here? Because it's going to cost you your time, it's going to cost you your energy. You're going to run out of the will to work those leads when you realize that this stinks, because an age lead is a different kind of a conversation than a brand new lead. It can run you and just run you into the ground, especially if you're paying a lot of money. So you got to know what kind of lead you got. Is it exclusive? Is it good? And if your agency isn't giving you straight answers, then run for the door. Don't let bad leads kill your career before it starts. What is the cost of the lead? Are they giving you amazing leads like what we do, where you get maybe an exclusive lead for as cheap as $2 a lead? This is powerful. Or maybe you're paying $30, $40 a lead or more for a lead that might not be as exclusive as you think. Especially a big telltale warning sign is if the agency you're with demands that you use their CRM and their dialer. That means they have access to those leads, whether they tell it to you or not. You got to know this. You don't want your exclusive lead now being in a place where it's only exclusive for a week or two before some other agent gets access, and then they sell that as a shared lead or use it for maybe their brand new insurance agents as a free lead program. This is going to frustrate you, my friends. So demand solid answers. Make sure you're getting a straight answer on the leads. Are they aged? Is it data? Are you demanding me to use your CRM, or can I make my own choices here? You're an independent business owner, and I don't want you feeling like you got bummed out of your own leads that you bought. This is horrible, and it happens to more agents than you may know. So, out of pure desperation, don't just get shared leads or aged leads. Make sure you got an exclusive lead. Run this business like a dang CEO, because that's who you are. You're the one in charge of your destiny. And if you want to make the dollars, control the lead. That's so important. If not, you're going to feel like this is a dirty business when it's really not. But a lot of insurance agents run out of money because they're overpaying for leads. They don't understand what they're doing, and they're not getting the conversions. Now, number two, this is really big, and this is the sales script failure. You jump into an agency, they don't give you mentorship, they hand you a generic script that really is just not good for much. All right. If that script came to you and now you're robotically dialing, it just leads to constant rejection. Final expense insurance sales is 100% an emotional sale that's backed up with logic. And if you're just speaking words at somebody, you're diving into the logical side, and that can cause you to leave the business. So many insurance agents just read a script. I'm going to read a script and guide the conversation. I'm going to read the script. No, no, no. Stop it. All right. Start not scripting. Start just having a real conversation with somebody so that you can hopefully have a great conversion. The better your conversation with somebody, just being who the good Lord created you to be, the better you're going to be. And hopefully they'll buy from you as a result because they're going to like you. People buy from people that they like and that they trust, and they won't transact with you if you're just talking at the prospect. This is a big telltale sign. You're in a place where you got to ask powerful questions. It's the emotional why, not, well, I'm just going to speak these words at them over and over and over again. You got to connect to the heart of the client. This is huge. Stop just reading the script, practice it, drill it, rehearse it so that you sound sincere and dynamic, because that's who you really are. But if you don't put the time into practicing the script, a good proven power script like what we use, maybe you're using a generic script where you feel like you're just done with this industry because you're just speaking at people and wondering why this is such a tough time. This is because insurance sales is an emotion based decision that's backed up with logic. So if you logically jump into this with I'm going to speak at the client, I'm going to say these words, they're going to buy for me, buy for me, buy for me. They're going to say, I got to think about it, got to talk to my dog, and you're going to hate the industry. But the script failure of most agencies is handing you a generic script, no mentorship, no tonality training, no rebuttal training. You're not ready for objections. And then you jump into a lead thinking that, wow, this is going to be just, you want to buy from me, right? Nope. This is not fun. So many insurance agents read the script expecting a conversion. Goes caustic almost every time. So be careful. All right. You got to change the conversation when you're in the middle of your script to if they buy. No, it's which one will they purchase that actually fits their budget. You got to be a budget friendly agent. Your script should be all about the budget so that they can buy from you. And if you're not asking the budget questions, you're going to get just popped in the face. So a generic script, huge cause of insurance agent failure. Vet your trainer, vet your agency, ask them if they've done telesales for over 20 years. Have they jumped into this space? Have they trained other agents successfully? You don't want to be a statistic. You want to make sure that you're in a place where success breeds success. Look at our agent interviews and testimonials playlist above here from agents that have partnered. This is powerful. How do they translate a simple business? Because the business is not easy. And if you, number one, buy into the lead lie and get the wrong one or the wrong agency, that's going to harm you in your chances. If you jump into number two, the script failure lie, ouchie, I'm going to just use this generic script and no one's going to train me and really get after it with me, you may not make it. In telesales, timing is everything. If your mentor and your upline doesn't get to you in seconds and minutes, you're in trouble, okay? You're screwed because that client is gone. That confidence that you possessed just evaporates. And then if you don't believe that, oh no, I'm getting nervous, client gets nervous and they're going to say, I got to think about it. And on our website, jasonfinalexpense.com, we'll give you a free script that can help you overcome some of this if that's where you're at. But the script is all about sincere focus and having a real conversation because these folks are amazing prospects. But at their core, they're professionals at procrastinating. And let me tell you, they know how to get out of that phone call as fast as possible if you're not ready with just finesse. So the script, be careful. All right. Now, number three, this is what causes a lot of agents to fail. And I mean a lot, even ones that are trained well and have a good lead. And this is the biggest trap you're ever going to see in your career. And that's the time and the focus myth. All right. A lot of agents want to be their own boss. I'm going to just run my own schedule. Well, that's a blessing and a curse if you're not disciplined because you're like, I love my freedom. Well, with great freedom comes insane levels of one thing, and that's responsibility. Being in your chair is not going to help you. All right. You've got to be one that says, I can dedicate very sacred blocks of time and nothing else will take my time. Those times that you're on the phone, those are deposits. The freedom of being your own boss is a curse. And I mean a curse without discipline. Those that do are those that get. And if you're not one that can really just focus on not doing the busy work, but doing the actual work of only dialing, you may make it. Only dialing is what's going to help you have a chance of making the dollars. Doing all this busy work is going to cause you to go Brokesville. I call them income reducing activities. You need to be focused on income producing activities, and that's talking to sweet people, talking to prospects, closing needs, being needed, knowing that you've got this, but You can't do anything well if you don't count the cost of the business in the first place. This is not a get rich quick business. This is one that says, you know what? I got to be disciplined. I got to do a lot. This rewards doers in this space, not thinkers, and not ones that are doing busy work. That's a recipe for broke agents, like 90% of the agent force. This is going to help you avoid these hidden traps, but you cannot be one that just wings it with your time. Well, I think I'll do it. Think and hoping for something is going to leave you hung out to dry. Negotiate with your time like a tyrant. I will work, not I'm thinking about working. I will work from this time to this time. Know your dials. Know how much time it takes you to get that sale. If I call for 8 hours, I get a sale every 8 hours. Okay, master final expense before trying to sell anything else. Master one product, one craft. Get into a place that you can do this in your sleep with your script. You know that if you buy 100 leads, you're going to sell 5 or 6 of them if that's your metric. Maybe you're a brand new guy, you're going to get 100 leads and you're just going to focus on making 3 or 4 sales. If you're a high producer, maybe you're a 10 to 15% close ratio. You're a rock star, but you could be a rock at 0 sales if you don't practice, if you don't have good leads. You have 100 garbage leads and garbage in, garbage out. Be careful of the lead lie that bankrupts final expense insurance agents because they didn't know any better. This is powerful, but the fix is disciplined structure, time blocking, nothing gets in my way, sincere focus, a completely non-negotiable schedule, dedicated blocks of time. I'm a beast. I'm going to get on the phone. People need me. They're going to buy from me. I'm going to dial and do whatever I have to do to actually have conversations. Discipline is what you want. That's the key to the lock here, not the freedom. It's about focus. If you have discipline, and you can focus on the consumer and making those calls and having great conversations, I hope you have a ton of conversions. It's a powerful marriage and it is a predictable business model. But the 3 traps that you're going to get sucked into as a brand new insurance agent is the lead lie, where you're getting recycled leads, data leads. You have to use the company's CRM, run for the hills. All right. Script failure, where it's like, here's a free script, almost no training. See you later, latchkey kid. Hope you capitalize and make me a buck. Bye bye. Horrible when your mentor won't pick up the phone. And then the time where I'm my own boss, but you can't boss yourself around. All right. This is like maybe somebody in your life where you're like, you can't tell me what to do. Well, you've got to tell yourself what to do. And you can't be stubborn about anything when you're a brand new guy. You got to be one that says, I'm a sponge. I'm going to get after it. If I got to call for 8 hours today, I'm going to actually do it. I'm not just going to sit there in my seat because I won't make the dollars that way. Focus on it. Success isn't magic, my friends. Success in this business is strategy. Dominate time. Make sure you got exclusive leads. Make sure you got great mentoring and avoid these traps that puts you just miles ahead of brand new insurance agents that didn't know any better. Your license is not a lottery ticket, but you can make a lot in this industry if you find success. But if you don't, you won't make a dollar. You're going to say the leads don't work. I hate this business. I don't have discipline. You've got to just own it. You need transparency with your agency about how will they train you? What do the leads look like? Have you trained others to find $1 million roundtable levels of success? Because that's going to be the minority, not the majority in this space that make it. This is an industry that rewards top performers like probably you, I hope. But hope isn't going to pay your bills. It's going to take a lot of hustle at first. It's going to take a lot of belief when you're being led on this wild goose chase of call me back tomorrow, wink, wink. And then, oh my word, what? No one's there. You got to know how to navigate this by having a mentor that's made mistakes so that you can really get after it for yourself, but more importantly for the prospect. You take care of that prospect well, solve their problems, you get paid. Pretty simple business, but it's far from easy. So if you'd like the free framework on how to set this up, jasonfinalexpense.com. Love to serve you no matter where you're looking at aligning. But we do recruit amazing agents as well as agencies like yourself to sell life insurance, Medicare insurance, and a ton of annuities. We do this face to face as well as in the telespace. So free resources for your taking at jasonfinalexpense.com, as well as free scripts there that will help you go far in your career. I hope this is very valuable to you. Subscribe, hit the notification bell if you've got that there. And if this, and only if this brought value to you, Let me know in the comments. And if it didn't, you can tell me that as well. I appreciate you greatly. Keep your belief high, and I hope you make it far in this industry. Believe you've got what it takes.